Welcome to Scary World, where we walk you through the latest and greatest in the world of horror. I am your host, Arturo Padilla. Before we get into it, we have one major rule around here. No spoilers.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil the surprise.
Now that that's out of the way,
We got some rules around here.
there are 5 categories.
5 of them.
Each category can earn up to 2 points.
2 points.
First up, production.
We have such sights to show you.
How good the movie looks and sounds. The overall execution. Story.
I want a story.
A story about what?
Is it good? Is it coherent? Is the dialogue written well? Is everything well structured and put together? Ensemble.
Any of them move, you fry 'em.
How do the characters gel? Are the characters well developed? Do the actors do a good job? Horror.
Is it scary?
How do the horror elements fare? Was there blood and gore? How were the kills? Is it scary? Legacy.
Penny for your thoughts?
My overall thoughts and how this movie adds to the horror genre.
Showtime.
Today, we will be covering Lisa Frankenstein.
Is Frankenstein the name of the monster or the guy who made him?
Per IMDb, the synopsis goes, a coming-of-age love story
I love you.
about a teenager and her crush, who happens to be a corpse.
Couldn't plant nothing but corpses here anyway, I guess.
After a set of horrific circumstances brings him back to life,
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
the two embark on a journey to find love, happiness, and a few missing body parts.
Bodies change.
Production.
Look at me!
This movie was directed by Zelda Williams. This is her feature directorial debut, and she did a fantastic job. The movie uses color fantastically. It has great use of it. It's vibrant. It pops. There is a black and white scene in the movie that is awesome. And it just goes to show the talent that Zelda Williams has behind the camera. And along with her film crew, they have an eye for horror and for 80s horror. And just to bring this story to life needed a keen eye to make sure everything wasn't so extravagant color-wise. Edited well. This movie was edited well. This movie was well put together from start to finish. I thought it was very cohesive. It was paced very well. And I think Zelda Williams did a great job. And for her feature directorial debut, this movie gets a 2 in production. Story.
What's the story?
This movie was written by Diablo Cody of Jennifer's Body fame, as well as Juno fame. The dialogue is very well written. Very, very well written. That's her call to fame. There is her dialogue, and this one is no different. I thought the dialogue was structured very well. I thought it wasn't over the top. Sometimes her writing can get a little extravagant. I thought everything fit very well within the scheme of her formula and what she was working with in terms of story. It is a coming of age, first love, best friend type of story here. They do a good job of making sure this is paced very well, and the dialogue does a great job in making sure the scenes move along very well. Everything's very linear. It's very easy to follow. I thought the script was a success, a big success. I really enjoyed the story, and for that, it gets a 2. Ensemble.
She's an actress. She's acting.
This movie was driven by Katherine Newton, who plays our lead, Lisa Swallows, aka Lisa Frankenstein, and she does a fantastic job. She kills her dialogue delivery. She steals the scenes. I love her character arc. You go from this very introverted, shelled-in person to somebody who finally gets to be free and be themselves, and I thought Katherine Newton translated that very well. As for everybody else in the cast, the support did a good job. I thought they played their roles very well. They were a very integral part of the puzzle. But I feel that we needed some more, especially from Carla Gugino's character, Janet, who plays Lisa's stepmother. She was a great foil to Lisa, great antagonist to have. just kind of pestering and just bothering Lisa the entire time. We needed some more of her deeper in the story there. I thought everybody just gelled very well too. It was a good cast, but I really wish we got some more from the antagonists here in this movie. And for that potential and that wishing of for your ensemble, Lisa Frankenstein gets a 1. Horror.
I mean, it's fun. It's scary.
This movie did a great job with its horror elements. There were several kills in this movie. Unfortunately, they were off screen, the majority of them, which is a detriment. But the quality of the off screen kills was so high that it didn't impact. It wasn't a detriment to the sequences, I should say. It actually had a positive impact on the sequences, showing and displaying that you don't really need to, throw blood on the screen in order to make a horror movie successful. That being said, there's a bunch of blood in this movie, and it all looks fantastic. This is why I wish we could get some more of those kills on screen. But in terms of the horror elements, everything was executed properly. The practical looked very good. The prosthetics looked great. They spent their money very well, and they spent it where it was supposed to be. Like I said, the off-screen kills, they were off-screen, but you still got that blood and that practical stuff, which really helped drive the movie and really kind of aided the comedy as well in this movie. So for that, Lisa Frankenstein gets a 2 for horror. Legacy.
Any other thoughts?
I had fun with this movie. I laughed some more. I laughed in parts that I didn't expect to laugh at. Diablo Cody did a great job with the script, making sure all the comedy hits well. I thought it hit well. Again, comedy is very subjective, but I thought, the reactions I heard in the theater when I was watching it as well, I thought everything hit. And that's major, major, major when it comes to comedy, especially when it comes to comedy and horror. So the comedy hit well. The horror elements were well put together with the comedy. Everything was weaved well together and executed well by our first-time director, Zelda Williams. But I do have one gripe, and that is I wish it was rated R, so they can actually get away with a little bit more. The movie is borderline R. I am really surprised they got away with a PG-13 rating, to be honest with you, with a lot of the stuff that actually goes on in this movie. So I do wish at some point we get that R version of this movie, if there is one to get. If not, there was a potential there to kind of do certain things to spice it up. And for overall legacy, Lisa Frankenstein gets a 1. And to wrap it up, folks, Lisa Frankenstein received a 2 for production, a 2 for story, a 1 for ensemble, a 2 for horror, and a 1 for legacy, bringing the total up to 8. 8 out of 10. That's not bad, folks. I really recommend this movie. It was a fun watch. It's a good date movie for Valentine's Day for those who don't have anything else to do. I thought it was well put together. I thought it was funnier than it looked, funnier than I expected it to be. I legit laughed out loud in several moments in this movie, and I think the audience shared the same feelings when I did screen this movie. I really hope you guys have fun with this movie. It is coming out in theaters this weekend, so I really do hope you guys get a chance to watch Lisa Frankenstein out in theaters this weekend.
Can you tell me what time it is?
That's all, folks. Thank you for watching Scary World. Don't forget to drop a comment down below. Also hit the thumbs up and hit the bell and the subscribe button while you're at it. That way you're notified every time CorpseFeed drops a review. Also, folks, don't forget to check out The Morgue. We have 179 episodes of The Morgue anywhere you get your podcasts. We also have The Morgue archives here on this YouTube channel. Go check that out. Go like that, subscribe to that, and also share that, please. And also, big shout out goes to Del Virus for all the awesome artwork he has supplied to CorpseFeed and The Morgue. Big shout out to you, Del. We appreciate you and we love you. And big thank you to you guys. And remember, folks, it's a scary world out there, but we are here to walk you through it.
I just wanted to say goodbye.